Confident Computing number 805. How can I view online video without the starts and stops? Hi everyone, I hope you're having a great week and you're all staying safe, healthy, and maybe a little bit sane throughout our current crisis. I know things have been a little interesting here at Askleo World Headquarters, but we're making do. It's going well. Our featured article this week, well, how can I view online video without all the starts and stops? I realize there's a little bit of irony in recording a video talking about how difficult it can sometimes be to watch video. But if you experience videos starting and stopping or just really low quality, this article talks about a number of the reasons that may be and some of the things you can look at to see if it's something you can fix and enjoy streaming video better. Also this week, how do I find the DNS server used by my PC? It's something we get from our ISP by default. It is something that we can change for a variety of reasons, and we'll talk about that. How do I tell if my computer meets Windows 10 minimum requirements? Do you have an old computer sitting around that you'd like to upgrade to Windows 10? We'll talk about what those minimum requirements really are, both the documented version and the more realistic, pragmatic version of those requirements. Also this week, how do I leave services I didn't request? You know, it does happen. It happens all the time, actually. Happens to me. And it is surprisingly easy to deal with, easier than I think you might think. Also this week, we had an Ask Leo Live. This week we talked about playing with partitions. I demonstrated adding and removing and moving around partitions on a hard disk using both Windows Disk Management built into Windows 10 and also a third-party tool, and touched briefly on why you might want to use a third-party tool or why you might need to. As a quick reminder, everybody can download the full video of the online session, on the live session. That's available in 640 by 360, or basically we'll call it standard definition. If you're an Ask Leo patron, you can download the whole thing in HD, 1920 by 1080, which is the resolution that I record at. I think you'll find that interesting and particularly helpful if, as our featured article discusses, you have difficulties streaming but can watch things offline. This week we also had a TEHPodcast. We had two guests this week. Talked about a variety of things, including contact tracing, online spelling bee, Saturday Night Live, Steakum. Do you remember Steakum? They had some interesting stuff going on their Twitter feed that I found very fascinating. We talked about Westworld, becoming a digital nomad at exactly the wrong time in a lockdown world, and more. All that and probably some stuff that I forgot in Confident Computing number 805. How can I view online video without the starts and stops?